Why is the first Saturday so important? Why does Our Lady mention it there on July 13th?
The most important reason for the devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary is ultimately because that's part of God's plan. I mean, it's what God has chosen for our times, and God in His infinite goodness and wisdom, I mean, He knows what He asks for. I think that, and we'll talk about it, I think there are a lot of marvelous reasons on why God has revealed this, but I do emphasize that our Blessed Mother herself, she said this. So in her second apparition there at Fatima on June the 13th, 1917, her words to the shepherd children were, God wants to establish the devotion to my Immaculate Heart in the world. So we can say it is the will of God. This is God's plan to establish devotion to her Immaculate Heart. And then she also tells Sister Lucia at that same second apparition, my Immaculate Heart will be your refuge and the way that will lead you to God. I really want to emphasize this because why is devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary so important? The very words of our Blessed Mother are, this is the way that will lead you to God. We could also kind of paraphrase or make an analogy and say, this is the way that will lead you to heaven. This is the way that you will be able to save your soul and many souls as well. But I just emphasize in particular the words of our Blessed Mother, this is the way that will lead you to God. And this should be the goal of every single Catholic, really the goal of every single human being, to find the true path to God. And so often, especially in our world today, it's not that easy to find the true way to God. So many heresies are out there, and just so much relativism and subjectivism and also materialism, where we have so many people, even maybe a lot of them well-meaning, that want to find God, but more often than not, they're finding themselves and doing their own will rather than really finding God.
Thank you for watching this video. To help you practice the first Saturday devotion, Fatima Center has produced 2 booklets. The first is called The Magnificent Promise, which completely explains this forgotten Fatima devotion, which of course Our Lady has asked all of us to practice every single month. Now, most people find the meditative aspect to be the most difficult, and so we have a second booklet called The First Saturday Meditation Manual. With these 2, you have all you need to practice that devotion every single month and console the Immaculate Heart of Our Lady. They're both available online at shop.thefatimacenter.com. So please get your copy today, get some for your friends, and then don't forget to share and like this video so that you too can help promote the full message of Our Lady at Fatima. May God bless you.